All right, here we go. It is the first sentence of the first paragraph. In a linear function, no variable is raised to a power other than 1. In a linear function, no variable is raised to a power other than 1. So if you see a variable and it's got x to the negative third, is that a power of 1? No, so that would be nonlinear. If you have x to the second, that's not a 1. That is also nonlinear. What if I had something like this, y equals x? What is the exponent or the power on those variables? What is the power or the exponent on those variables? Yeah, it's a 1. So is that linear? Yeah, this would be linear. So all you need to make sure is that when you have an equation, if all the variables have an exponent of 1 or 1 understood as it's not written, that means they're linear. Okay? So let's take a look down below at example 1. We're going to circle the functions that are linear, and we're going to cross out the ones that are nonlinear. Okay? Here we go. First, I don't know why I'm having trouble talking. Y equals 6x minus 4. Yesel. Is that linear or nonlinear? Did you hear me say your name? Did I say the name right? I'm talking to you. What's your name? What? Boy, I was way off. Kenyev? I thought it was Yesel. Oh, so sorry. So sorry. My bad. Boy, that Miss Edie, she's really... Okay. Kenyev, is that first equation, is that linear or nonlinear? Linear. Good answer. Good answer. Yes. Sorry. All right. Let's take a look at the second one. Y equals 2x squared minus 6x. Is it Demarian? And he says, no, it is not. What makes it not linear? The 2. So you might circle the 2 to say it's the 2 that makes it nonlinear. All right, moving along. 5y equals 4 plus 3x to the third. Dominique, what do you think? Linear or nonlinear? That is correct because of that 3. Next up, 2x equals y plus 3. Brandon? Linear or nonlinear? Linear. Very good. Well, wait a minute. There is no 1 on x or y. So, Brandon, why is that nonlinear? It's what? Right. Why is it not? Maybe I said it wrong. Why is it linear? There's no 1 there. Right. There's 1 understood. Yes. Okay. All right. How about the next one? X equals 5. Chrisla, what do you think? Linear or nonlinear? What's the exponent on the variable? Here's my variable. What is the exponent there? What would it be? Somebody want to help her out? It's what? Nonlinear? No. It's a 1, right? So it would be a 1. Even if it's not written, it's a 1, so that is linear. Is it because the variable by itself? Huh? Is it because the variable is by itself? Not because it's by itself, it's because every variable has a exponent of 1. Oh. Not that it's by itself. And how about the last one? Is it Alec? You like Alec or Alex? You like Alex? Okay. Linear or nonlinear? for the last one? Linear? Non-linear? Well, what's the exponent on the y? Should be a 1, right? What's the exponent on the x? 1 also. If it's only a 1, it's got to be linear. Okay? Questions on that? If this was on a skills check, do you think you would understand that? Okay. It's got to be a 1. If it's not 1, it's not linear. All right, let's turn the page then. And I could have gotten into this, but I didn't. When you look at the word linear, what other smaller word do you see inside? Line. And a line is a continuous function. Kiev? Kiev? Did I say that right? What is your name again? You. Me? Yes. Kiev. Oh my gosh. You guys need to speak. What is your name? Kayel. Kayel. Ken yell. Like I can yell at you? Yeah. Oh, that's how I'll remember it. No. Dominique's like, oh no, don't go there. All right. Ken yell. Pay attention up here. So, for this graph, there is no straight line, I'm reading down here, that will contain the chosen points A, B, and C. So this graph represents a blank function. Non-linear. Because this is not a line. A line does not bend like it does here in graph A. Okay? Jasmine, are you with me? Whatever you got down here. Get your hands up on top of the table. Letter B. The points of this graph all lie on the same line. So this graph represents a linear function because it is a line. Yes, it goes on forever. Questions on how to tell if a graph is linear or nonlinear? All right, stop writing on yourselves, people. Come on. Okay, let's take a look at below. Intercepts. How many of you have heard of intercepts before? Okay, so the point of the graph where the function intersects the axis is called an intercept. The x-intercept is going to intercept the x-axis, and that x-intercept is the x-coordinate of that point. So the x-intercept is the x-coordinate of the point that intersects the x-axis. X, 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 all together, right? The y-intercept is the y-coordinate where the graph crosses the y-axis. Why? So keep that in mind as we're talking and looking at these intercepts. Turn the page, let's look at example 4. I have to tell you, I think this example is a very bad example. And I'll tell you why after we go through it, okay? So here we have a graph. First of all, is this showing a linear or a nonlinear function? Okay, yeah, it does say it up there, but hardly any of you guys read directions like that, right? Am I right? I'm right. I'm right. So the graph intersects the x-axis. Here's my x-axis right here. At what point? 0, 0. What do we call the name of that point, 0, 0? What is that called? The origin. Ooh, yes. So the x-intercept is the x-coordinate of that point. And the x-coordinate is 0, so the x-intercept is 0. Okay? Ken yell. Write it down. Okay. Do you know what the next one is? Oh, the graph intersects the y-axis. The graph intersects this y-axis at what point? Here's your graph in green, if you look up here. At what point is it crossing the y-axis? 0, 0 again. So the y-axis, and so the y-intercept is going to be the y-coordinate, which is 0. Now, tell me, do you think this is a bad example? Yeah, because why? Because both the x and the y coordinates of both are 0 anyway. So that's kind of confusing. You could have picked 0 for either one. You wouldn't have known you were right or wrong. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, bad example. Let's go to example 5. Example 5 is better. This is nonlinear. Notice it's just like that. The graph appears to intersect the x-axis at -3, 0, -1, 0, and 2, 0. So the function has x-intercepts at the x-coordinate of each of those points. What are the x-coordinates of each of those points? What's the first one? -3. Next. -1 and 2. X-intercept, the x-coordinate of the x-axis. All right? Journey, come on. Head up, please. Head up. You can do it. The graph appears to intersect the y-axis. Now be careful on this one. Where is it intersecting the y-axis? At this point. What is it? It is not 0, 3. 0 what?
Wait, oh,
Yes, how did you get that? Okay, yes, each line the scale is going up by 4. So this would be 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 4 is 12. So you need to look and see if they give you numbers, you have to use the numbers in the scale that is there. So the graph appears to intersect the y-axis at 0, 12. Remember, x in the alphabet comes before y, just like x comma y for your ordered pair. So the function has a y-intercept of 12. All right. So that one's a decent question at least. How are you guys feeling right now about intercepts? Pretty good? Okay, because I think I'm going to stop there for today because we need to spend one more day on the rest of it, and there's not a whole lot left. So now please take out your next homework assignment.
Wait, I have this one. I finished the first one.
So homework number 2, this is of module 8. Hang on. So homework number 2, you should be able to do all, I believe, of the front side. So I want you to try to do the front side. And what if you get stuck? Where should you refer back to? Your notes. I want you to get used to using your notes. Okay? If you're not sure, look in your notes. That's why we take the notes. Also, don't forget your Canvas activity for this week. So for the remaining time of this class, I want you to be working, first of all, on homework 1 if you did not turn it in to me today. If you're done with that, then I want you to do homework 2, the front side, and then finally Canvas. Can you get your homework back? Did you turn in the whole packet? Oh, yeah, you're not supposed to do that. Oh, okay. Yes, I can get that for you.